Spare me. Too often, secretaries say their boss is not in. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, Miss Colby.
It's my fault. Forgive me.
Dominique, come in. What's wrong?
Your father and I are about to go to war. Where is Jason Colby?
He's away from the office. What could my father have done to upset you so?
Nothing should be the answer. But someone is buying large blocks of stock in my record company. They're trying to gain control.
And you think Colby Enterprises is behind it?
Oh, I don't think. I know Colby Enterprises is behind it.
All right, Dominique. Why don't you let me look into this for you?
Well, excuse me. Doesn't that present a conflict of interest for you? I mean, after all, you are the boss's daughter.
That's not an issue for me. The Colby name is. I happen to be very proud of it. Dominique, I'm going to clear up this matter for you, whether you believe me or not.
I believe you. But suppose your father is involved. Does that mean Daddy's little girl will tell me?
She will. And if he isn't, will the head of Titania Records apologize?
She will. Deal?
Deal.
Garrett Boydston.
He's the one buying up the stock in your record company.
I just don't believe it.
My father and Colby Enterprises have nothing to do with it. Dominique, I gave you my word I'd find out who was behind it, but didn't promise you'd like it.
And I don't like it. But I do appreciate the information. You are a woman of your word, Monica. I like that. I'll take care of Garrett Boydston. In the meantime, let's talk about you.
Mother.
I'll be right back, darling.
Ah, Dominique. When are you reopening your club?
As soon as the renovation is completed.
Well, I hope it's very soon. Of all your clubs, Rome, Paris, I think the one here's the best.
Thank you very much. Maybe that's because it was the first.
Excuse me. May I have this dance?
Yes, of course you may. Will you excuse us?
Certainly.
For your information, I have already called a board of directors meeting, and we will buy back all the shares.
I won't fight it. Now, please, you have to forgive me.
I'm on my very best behavior this evening, Garrett. That is the only reason I'm dancing with you at all.
I did it all in the name of love, my love.
Really? Most men I know send roses.
Well, I had to get you to L.A.
Get me to L.A.? What's so important about getting me to Los Angeles?
Making love works much better when you're holding someone close.
I saw you dancing with Garrett. Are things settled? Because if they're not, I'll see to it that they are.
No, it's all worked out. You really are something, Monica. I mean, you're a woman of your word.
Thanks. You'll be a great reference if and when I choose to look for a new challenge.
If you do decide to look for a new challenge, I think I have just the position for you.
Are you serious?
Totally. My business interests in Denver keep me away from my record company here in Los Angeles. And I really need someone I can trust.
Dominique, I don't know anything about the recording industry.
That doesn't matter. Neil Kittredge, my vice president here in Los Angeles, can teach you anything you need to know about the business. He is one of the most knowledgeable people in the business.
Then why don't you make him the director?
That's a very good question, Monica. I think I'll take you into my confidence. Neil is always on the hustle, waiting to pounce at the next good offer. I'm looking for loyalty. And if I'm right, I see in you a woman who wants to prove something. So you see, either way, I can't lose. What do you say? Is it a deal?
It's a deal.
Okay.
Boss.
You wanted to see me, Monica?
Yes. Neil, the last quarter's sales figures on this punk group, Lower Depths, they're pretty dismal. Looks like they lived down to their name.
Last quarter was lean for most of the industry.
Well, just the same. Their contract's up for renewal, and I'm really not convinced they're worth the investment.
Not worth the investment. Monica, do you know how much we have already invested in them?
So why throw good money after bad?
We've already planned a major campaign, that's why.
Plans can be changed. Cancel it.
Cancel it? Just like that. Monica, I personally planned that campaign.
Well, I'm sorry, Neil, but I'm not going to carry dead wood just because your ego might get bent out of shape.
You're not going to carry dead wood. Talk about egos. You're not exactly a slouch, lady.
You mind if I close the door? The rest of my staff doesn't need to hear my two top executives fighting like a couple of alley cats. So what is the difficulty?
Dominique.
Well, ask Ms. Colby. You made her the boss.
No, darling, it's your decision. Jacqueline, you must decide. Do I come to Switzerland? Rome sounds wonderful. Yes, I would love that. Darling, there's someone at the door. Mother has to go. Yes. Remember, I am so proud of you. Please keep up the good grades. I love you, too. Bye-bye. Yes, yes. Who is it?
Special delivery. I know you said roses, but I'm rather partial to orchids.
Garrett, you are so outrageous. Maybe that's why I'm so attracted to you.
Does that mean the lady's inviting me in?
I have no choice. The orchid lovers of the world would hate me.
Well, treat these with tender, loving care, and they're sure to flourish.
Oh, I might say the same about me.
TLC will now be my middle initials as far as you're concerned.
Oh, Garrett, I'm flourishing even as we speak.
Does that mean I've made you forget all about Jonathan Lake?
I think you should quit while you're ahead.
He's not the man for you, Dominique.
Does this come under the heading of advice to the lovelorn or TLC?
I'm telling you this because I do care. Jonathan Lake isn't in your league. That State Department polish is all there is. Under the surface, there's more surface. He's a fake, Dominique.
Garrett, the bloom is fading. If you came here to talk about Jonathan Lake, I wish you would just take your orchid and just take...
I apologize. I apologize. It was just a sudden attack of adolescent jealousy, for which there's only one cure known to man.
And woman?
Mm-hmm. And if you don't kiss me soon, I may just...
that's not how this story goes. I'll tell you now what heaven knows. If getting over me is hard to do, baby, you should try. Maybe you should try. Baby, you should try. Getting over you.
Well, congratulations to you both. It seems as though Wayne Masterson and Titania Records are in for a long-term relationship.
Not only will he help our country label, he'll cross over. I promise you, within 6 months, he'll be one of our biggest stars.
Oh, good.
Well, I'll say 12 months, but I'm glad we found him. We've got Monica to thank for it.
Yes? Now, we have a lot to do to launch our rising young star. I think I'll introduce him at the opening of my club.
What a wonderful idea.
Yes. But there's a lot of work to be done. Transportation, rehearsals, press.
No problem. I'll get right on it. Oh, Monica, I reserved our table at Ladome for tonight. I'll pick you up at 7:30.
Well, a couple of weeks ago, you two were squabbling like a pair of alley cats. I'm happy to see that your business relationship has improved. It is just the business relationship.
Oh, he has a certain, appeal.
Yes, he has a certain appeal, but don't forget he has a wife. And he obviously has not told you. Monica, I'm sorry. Darling, you can play tennis with Stephen anytime. We'll just cancel the luncheon with Amanda. You have the rest of your life to get to know your cousins better. Yes, All right, darling, but I want you to meet me at the airport, please. Yes, of course I do. Yes, me too. Bye-bye. I didn't expect an audience yet.
I thought I'd catch you by surprise.
By surprise? Well, you did that in Denver, remember?
How about a repeat performance in L.A.?
Garrett, I have a lot to do to get ready for the opening tomorrow night.
Tomorrow's for the public. I'm talking about the two of us.
The two of us? That's history.
There's someone else, isn't there?
Garrett.
Dominique, I'm a lawyer. I know all about lies and secrets and words between the lines and trying to cover things up.
Oh, is that the way you carry out your cross-examinations, by insinuation?
Whatever it takes to get at the truth. You're hiding something or someone. Is it Jonathan Lake?
Does it really matter?
You know it does.
Garrett, if it is Jonathan Lake, or if it's someone else, it really is just my business, isn't it?
Miss Deveraux,
Yes.
we need your final approval on the seating arrangement.
Yes, I'll be right there. Garrett, for what it's worth, I want you to know that the time we spent alone together is very special to me. But it can never, ever happen again. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna love you like nobody's ever loved you. Come rain or come shine, as high as a mountain, deep as a river, come rain or come shine. I guess when you met me, it was just one of those things. But don't ever bet me, 'cause I am gonna be true if you let me. I said, you're gonna love me like nobody's ever loved me. Come rain, come rain, come rain, or come shine. And happy together, unhappy together, yeah, and won't that be fine? Days may be cloudy or sunny, we're out of the money. I'm with you always. I am with you, rain or shine. I said I'm with you, rain or shine.
I've decided to fly back to Denver with you tomorrow. We can take the noon flight.
I don't really think that's such a good idea.
I think it's a wonderful idea.
I have someone meeting me at the airport. It would be very awkward for me, Garrett.
Really? You mean Jonathan Lake?
Garrett, please don't be on that plane tomorrow. If you are, I'll just have to take another flight. You have to excuse me. I've got to introduce Wayne. Please.
Crazy for crying, and I'm crazy for loving you. Worry,
Why do I let myself worry? Oh, wondering what in the world did I do? Yes, I'm
crazy for thinking
that
that
my love could hold you. I'm crazy for trying and crazy for crying, and I'm crazy for loving you.
I still don't understand why you fired Neil so quickly.
He wasn't loyal to this company. It's that simple.
To Titania or to the director?
It's the same thing, isn't it?
So you bought Wayne's story. That Neil got a better offer and tried to take Wayne with him.
Wayne wouldn't lie.
I don't think he did. But if you had bothered to check Monica, you would have discovered that Jupiter Records was wooing both Neil and Wayne and telling each that the other had already signed.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure. Because I did check my facts. Wayne is new to all this game, so he fell for it. But I expected much more from you.
I don't know what to say.
I didn't come here for an apology. I just want you to fix this and fix it now. This company cannot afford to lose a good man like Neil Kittredge. Hello, Monica.
Hi, Dominique.
Did you have time to think about our discussion?
You mean Neil Kittredge?
Yes.
No.
He's here. He's at the bar.
Is this your way of telling me you've rehired him?
Oh, no, no, no. I would never veto the decision of one of my directors. But I would like you to examine your motives as to why you let him go and why you're resisting taking him back.
Well, it seems you have your own ideas about that.
Yes, I do. I do. You see, I think that you are in love with Neil Kittredge.
I don't let my heart rule my head, Dominique.
Well, it happens to the best of us, if we're lucky. You're not breaking up a marriage, if that's what you're worried about. They're separated.
Dominique,
listen to me, please. I walked away from the man I love for exactly the same reasons. And it took me a long time to realize that I had made a mistake. It took too long. Monica, make the business decision. But that's not the important one. Why don't you listen to your heart for a change? Ladies and gentlemen, and friends, on behalf of my brother Blake, who cannot be with us tonight, I welcome you. And now, please give your attention to someone who really needs no introduction, Jason Colby.
Dominique, I was wondering if...
Jeff Colby, I am surprised at you. You know this area is off limits to the groom.
Come on, now no one believes in that silly superstition.
Well, I do. And you cannot see the bride. Don't waste any of that Jeff Colby charm trying.
All right, then I won't tell you how beautiful you look.
Well, a little charm never hurt anybody. Jeff, I must ask you to forgive me for something.
For what?
For all the times I tried to persuade you to forget about her, that she was never coming back. Thank God I was wrong.
Well, don't apologize. Just wish me luck.
I do. I wish you all the happiness in the world. Monica, I am going to give Neil Kittredge his walking papers.
Oh, not on my account, please. Let me learn to live with these mistakes.
I must be honest with you. There's another reason. I'm selling out. My brother Blake is in a financial bind, so I'm selling my record company and my hotel to help him out.
Dominique, I don't know what to say. I'm so sorry.
Don't worry, Monica, because the success of Titania has a great deal to do with you. I would never make a deal without guaranteeing your position here.
Actually, Dominique, I was planning to talk to you about my future here. Excuse me. Yes. I'd rather not talk to her. All right, put her on. Yes, something wrong? You're where? Okay, all right. No, I'll be there. All right, 15 minutes.
Now what?
It's my mother.
Are you telling me you're the one that wants to buy me out? Well, that is interesting. If you are serious, then let's meet. Tomorrow. Yes, then I'll see you then. I don't recall seeing your name on my calendar.
Pencil me in. I want to find out how my daughter is.
Your daughter is lucky. As a matter of fact, it frightens me to think just how lucky she was.
I would like to fly to Denver and see her.
Whatever you want, Garrett. I will not fight you on that. Jackie wants to see you too, but Garrett, I don't.
Dominique, please, can we stop this? We love each other, you know that.
Apparently, you hear only what you want to hear. I told you at the engagement party in Denver, I don't love you.
I don't buy that. You're keeping something back. What is it? Is there someone else waiting for you? Well, it's something, damn it. More than some silly lie I told you as a 25-year-old kid.
You call what you did a silly lie? Telling me that you are unhappily married when there never was a wife?
A mistake. You gonna let that kill what we have?
Yes. How could I ever trust you?
I guess that's it then.
Yes, I guess it is.
I love you. I want you to know that. Don't worry, I'll get out of your life. Maybe it's the only way I can prove it to you, but if you ever need me.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Kelly, get me a Blake Carrington in Denver, please. Forgive me. I have had a very difficult day.
Oh, don't apologize for something so natural. Music touches our hearts. That's what we needed.
I think my heart has had a little too much touching lately.
Yes, I sympathize. Your daughter in the hospital, your brother in financial trouble, the man in your life gone.
Is there anything you don't know?
Oh, yes. How to comfort you right now.
I don't need comforting right now. I need to sell my record company and my hotel. That's why we're here.
I confess, doing business with a beautiful woman puts me at a disadvantage.
Are we doing business?
Oh, yes. Your terms are tough, but I'm prepared to meet them.
Just like that. The record company, the hotel, and at my price.
Including, of course, the nightclub downstairs.
No. I got my first break in show business down there. That's my home base. I could never let that go.
You see, I told you I was at a disadvantage. All right, Dominique's is yours. It only means I'll see more of you.
Slack. I'm not Sable Colby.
And I'm not Garrett Boydston. If I were, I would never have let you go. Never. A deal?
Dominique, what a nice surprise.
Jason, I just heard the news on the radio. You must be so pleased.
Well, business as usual, then. Always pleases me.
Unfortunately, it is not business as usual for Blake.
Yes, I heard Ben Carrington's taken over Denver Carrington.
Yes, they're calling it Denver Colby. He's running it with Alexis. That's why I've come to see you.
Well, there's not much I can do about it.
But there is. You can refuse to do business with Ben and Alexis. Hold off until Blake can fight back for himself.
I have a contract to ship their oil out of the South China Sea. That's a commitment to the company, whatever name they use.
Even if it means helping to destroy Blake?
I'm sorry if Blake's in trouble, but I warned him to keep his private life out of business.
Oh, that takes a lot of gall, Jason, a lot of gall. Living in a glass house and still throwing stones. Or is there some other Jason Colby that I've been reading about in the newspapers lately?
I still run my company, Dominique.
I'm asking you to help Blake do the same. He's a good man. He's fighting a bitter, vindictive woman. I'm surprised you can't identify with that, Jason.
Zach Powers? You sold out to Zach Powers? Dominique, how could you?
Try to understand, Monica. You know I didn't want to sell this company. I had no choice. I have to help Blake.
But Zach Powers?
His was the best offer, and I had to accept it.
Without even consulting me?
You have done wonders for Titania Records. However,
So you sold it out from under me? To a man who's trying to destroy my family?
Business is business, Monica. I just had that lecture from your father.
Sorry. It's your decision, not mine. You can't expect me to thank you for it.
You're a part of this whole deal. Zach wants you to stay on and run this record company. I didn't want to do this. We were a good team.
The best.
So let's remember that, Monica. And good luck.